We are now joined virtually using StreamYard to Kean. Good morning, Kean. So good to meet you in a virtual platform like this.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for having me.
It's a huge pleasure. So, Kean, tell us a little bit more about yourself. I understand that you were well on your way to becoming a very successful professional rugby player, and then a bad accident happened in 2015. Tell us just quickly about your story.
Yeah, I was playing rugby abroad when I left school, and came back and I joined the Pumas in Mpumalanga, and I was playing under 21 Currie Cup with them. And the weekend after that season finished, I was involved in a car accident that people would say changed your life for the worse, but um, I must say, from my side, it's definitely not changed for the worse. I'm living a good life, and I'm able to participate in the golf and surf and swim and run on a day-to-day basis. And then more towards my personal life, I work as a project manager in construction, basically.
Wow, that
Amazing.
is amazing. Hey, it actually really is amazing. That's where it brings us to this morning. You are part of South African Disabled Golf. And this weekend, of course, the Metropolitan Golf Club, the Golf Open takes place this Sunday, and that's where you come in. So tell us a little something about that, Keen.
Yeah, so I must say, Lily and SAD obviously provide us with great opportunities to, grow ourselves individually, but also with, like sort of in a team environment where we are able to play a sport and meet people like so in similar situations to us, I guess. And like through that, there's a little bit of rivalry and competition built, and this is what these kind of weekends come down to. We all practice and we all play to enjoy, but there is a little bit of X factor that comes in along with it, and we all try and win it.
So, Keen, in terms of just the whole thing of playing golf with one leg amputated and that whole balance and everything like that, I mean, I don't play golf. I don't, let me just be honest. But I do know that it's very much about the swing and the hips and the movement. And so you must have one incredibly strong core, right?
Yeah, so I was fortunate, obviously coming from a sporting background and then losing my leg, I was still fit, and I continued, continued and maintaining like my fitness. And so once I lost my leg, I was one of the fortunate people that had a very short recovery time. And I think it must have been within a month and a half after my amputation, I was able to try and swing a golf club again. And I I actually used to play right-handed, and I went to the golf course for the first time after my amputation, and I felt funny. I felt like I had no power, so I went to the pro shop with one of my friends, and I traded my clubs in for some left-handed clubs, and I've been playing
No
left-handed
way.
since. So
That is incredible.
That's amazing.
yeah,
And I know that Keen has got a 4.1 handicap, which means you're like really, really super good. You're like really good.
yeah. Yeah, so I do practice quite a bit, and I try and play at least once a week. But yeah, I mean, coming back to I learned to walk and play golf in the same, like basically at the same time. I changed to left-handed, and I wasn't as frustrated as I would have been knowing what my abilities were before.
Mm.
But I think that's what these kind of things, teach us. I mean, I've got one leg, or my leg's amputated below the knee, but there are people there playing with one arm. There are blind guys playing. There are guys that can't hear. And I mean, I wake up every morning and I feel blessed, in the position where I am, because there's people that are in a lot worse positions than me. And, I mean, the ability to use my hands and do day-to-day basic tasks is, I mean, vital for all of us. And these people make it look like it's normal, it's easy. So yeah, I must say I'm one of the fortunate ones, and I think there are people that have it worse off, but you would never say it. The mentality that people live with, um, yeah, it really
Mm.
shines through. I mean, I don't really know how to put it in the right words because it's coming from a
Sure.
disabled person. But yeah, I mean, you look at certain people and you like their inspiration. And I mean, I go to these golf events, and um, I look at some of the people and I'm like, wow, that's an inspiration. I forget about my disability and I look at other people doing things, and yeah, they don't even
Brilliant.
struggle. So it's crazy. Yeah.
Love it. If you've just joined the conversation, we are chatting to Kean Dry. He had his sights set on a professional rugby career, and then in 2015 had a terrible car accident. As a matter of fact, he was playing overseas. That's how successful he was as a rugby player, and in the process lost one of his one of his legs. Kean, in terms of this weekend, it's super exciting because it's the Metropolitan Disabled Open Golf Open. And this is very significant because there are some valuable world ranking points to be earned. Just tell us a little bit about that, and how does that all work, and what are you hoping for?
Yeah, so I'm generally like, you have to be humble, like there's another competition, another disabled competition running simultaneously in Johannesburg. So the field has been split up a little bit, and so it all determined, like the points are determined by the I would say the depth of the actual competition. So we've got one in Cape Town and then one going in Irene in Pretoria. But basically, yeah, I mean, the world ranking points puts you in a position where you can get onto the. You might need to excuse my exact terminology, but it's like a European disabled tour, which they have like 6 or 7 events of a year, and the top couple of players in the world, I think it's top 20, get entry to that, and you get to play, competitive golf internationally. I would say it's very similar to the European tour, like the setup that they have in professional golf. So it's just something that creates opportunities for us to, aspire to, or something to drive us to get into a better position playing golf. But on a personal basis, for me, I've been working hard on my golf for this last couple of months, and I feel like I'm coming into the competition in quite good form. So I don't want to speak too soon, but yeah, I think I would like to be in the top 3, if I could say that.
That's incredible, Kean. And something I just need to just ask you, when it comes to the Metropolitan Golf Club, taking place on Sunday. How familiar are you with the golf course? What's your take on that?
So yes, I'm fortunate once again. I live in Sea Point, and Metropolitan is about 3 minutes down the road. So whenever I have some free time after work or so, then I'll go play 9 holes there. So I'm not a member there, but I do know the course quite well. So I think it's a little bit in my advantage, if I could put it like that. But yeah, so I do know the course better than my home course, to be honest.
That is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Well, Kean, it's been so good chatting to you. We need to wrap it up there. We wish you and the rest of the field all the best, but especially you. We hope it's going to be a wonderful one. I hope the weather's going to hold nicely, and we look forward to hearing great news from you. Please keep us posted, and all the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Have a good day.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye.